Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Amy from Rebel Nutrition, and I help health coaches and nutritionists create profitable online businesses. You guys, I'm so excited because this is my very first video in my new studio. I'm so excited. Now, today's video is going to be a little bit different from my normal business tip type of videos. It's going to be a little bit more on the woo-woo side of things, but I'm going to be sharing one of my favorite techniques with you guys on how I personally have overcome a lot of mental blocks and hurdles and fears as I've built my business online. And this technique is called EFT, or Emotional Freedom Technique. It's also sometimes referred to as tapping. So I'm first going to explain what EFT is, and then I'm actually going to do an actual tapping or EFT session with you guys, and we are going to tap on some limiting beliefs and imposter syndrome and fears that you might be having as you're creating your business. So you can literally follow along with me at the end of this video and tap it out, and it's going to be so much fun. So what is EFT, or Emotional Freedom Technique? It's basically a process of tapping on different meridian points in the body. So if you're familiar with acupuncture or acupressure, it's kind of along the similar lines as that, but you can do it to yourself, which is pretty cool. And EFT also incorporates some positive psychology because you're actually talking through how you're feeling and kind of overcoming those objections with positive affirmation. So I'll show you guys what I mean in just a second. But it can be so helpful if you're feeling any blocks around things like making money, self-worth, not feeling good enough, or even things like body image or personal appearance. Now, let me also just throw it out there that I am not claiming to be an expert on EFT whatsoever. However, I will say that this has been the single most effective way, in my opinion, that I've been able to overcome some of the biggest blocks in my own business, which for me, those all really stem around scarcity mindset or fear around not having enough or not making enough money. So those have been kind of the biggest struggles for me. And I swear to you guys, when I started tapping, I probably did a tapping session maybe a couple times a week for a month, and then I stopped. And the reason that I stopped is because I stopped having those fears around not having enough money. I don't know if this can be attributed to anything else, but I truly, since I started tapping and I did it for that 1 month, I have not felt that scarcity mindset around money or limiting beliefs around how much I'm making. I have not felt them again once, and it's been maybe 6 months since I started doing it. Now, the idea with tapping is that throughout our life, we kind of accumulate these energetic blocks based on what we've been through. So depending on what you've been through in your life, you could have blocks around money, you could have blocks around your body image, self-esteem, self-worth. It's really going to vary for each person, but essentially those blockages get stored in the body. So by physically tapping on these different meridian points and talking about how we're feeling and our fears and overcoming those objections, we are moving the energy out of the body. So again, I know this sounds really woo-woo, you guys. And when I first heard about this, I was like, WTF? I'm personally very open-minded, but this was even still a bit of a stretch for me. And I was like, I don't know if I actually believe that that works. But the cool thing about EFT, you guys, is that unlike, manifestation, where you actually have to believe what you are trying to manifest for it to happen, with EFT, you can kind of go through the motions of like the tapping points, and even if you don't fully believe it, you're still going to reap the benefits. So it's kind of like you don't have anything to lose. You might as well try it and see how you feel, because I pretty much guarantee you that after you do this a couple times, you're going to feel better and you're going to be like, that's the thing. I've got to keep doing that. So before we get into today's actual tapping session where you can tap along with me, I'm just going to explain really briefly what the different meridian points are, so that if you want to tap on your own after you watch this video, you can totally do that. So you use 2 fingers to tap on the different meridian points, and one of my favorite tapping mentors, Gala Darling, she does both hands. Some people only do one, but basically the meridian points are the karate chop point, so right here, the top of the head, the inner eyebrows, and I'm kind of copying Gala Darling here because she uses both hands because she thinks it's like more powerful, and that's what I've been doing, and I agree, I think it's more powerful. So I'm gonna copy her technique in this video. The next meridian point is the temples, under your eye, upper lip, chin, under your collarbone, and then kind of like right under your armpit, right where like your bra line is, so like right here. Okay, so today's tapping session that we are going to go through together is going to be specific to those of you who are starting a business, but you're maybe feeling some imposter syndrome, you're feeling blocked, or maybe you're feeling a ton of fear of failure. And you'll see what I mean as I go through the different talking points. But remember, you can still use this same EFT tapping technique for any feelings that you're going through, any fears, whether they're related to business or not. You guys know me, I totally encourage you to take what I'm teaching you and make it your own. I really don't feel like there's any specific script that you need to follow. It's just kind of like basic guidelines and then you can make it your own. However, before we get started, I do really encourage you to find a spot away from where anybody else can hear you, because I'm not gonna lie, you guys, you're gonna feel awkward AF as you're going through this, as you're following along with what I'm doing. I even to this day, if my husband is around, I will ask him to put his noise canceling headphones on because I still feel kind of awkward about it. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. So the first thing you're gonna do is tap on each of the meridian points I just talked about, and you're gonna just start talking about the problem that you're experiencing. So you can say things like, even though I have very little time to spend on my business right now, or even though I feel terrified of what my family's gonna think when they see me on camera, even though I'm so afraid of failure. So basically you're going through each of the meridian points and talking about the feeling that you're experiencing. Even if it's a negative feeling, it's okay. It's okay to name it and like put it out there. And after you talk about how you're feeling, even if those are negative feelings, you're gonna come in with something positive. So even though I feel terrified of failure, I deeply and completely love and accept and forgive myself. Okay, and now we are going to go through an actual tapping session. So I'm gonna go kind of slowly because I want you guys to kind of repeat what I'm doing and what I'm saying. And also keep in mind too that we are getting energy moving here. So a lot of times I will notice that I'm yawning, or sometimes I will burp or get really thirsty, or you might even get really, really tired after doing this. So really just tune in to how you feel because it can be a good indication of the energy that is moving through and releasing a lot of those blockages. Okay, you ready? Let's do this. Even though I feel like I have nothing to teach anybody yet, and I feel scared about what my friends and family will think of me if I start a business and I start making videos every single day, today I'm deciding to step into my power and not just act as if, but be as if I'm already that future version of me that has a successful business. Even though I have all this confusion about what I can teach and share online, and I can't seem to choose one topic or one niche to stick with, I still choose to love and accept and forgive myself. Even though it's extremely difficult to balance a full-time job and try and create a business at the same time. And a lot of times by the end of the day, I don't feel like doing anything. I love and accept and forgive myself anyways. And I know that tomorrow is another great day to make magic happen. Even though I sometimes let my fear of failure and need to be perfect prevent me from taking any action at all, I love and accept and forgive myself anyways for all of those times that I let fear and perfectionism hold me back. Because I know that progress is more important than perfection. Even though I have all of this imposter syndrome, and I feel like there are already so many other people out there who are doing it better than me. And sometimes I even think to myself, who would listen to me? Or who would pay me? I know that there are special gifts that only I have. I know that everything I've been through in my life has served a purpose, and the world needs my message. Even though sometimes I feel like I'm not pretty enough, smart enough, fit enough, young enough, and the fear of judgment and what other people think of me is terrifying, I know that the timeline of my life is divinely perfect, and I'm exactly where I need to be right now. Even though I feel awkward AF when I see myself on video, and I cringe when I think about how many people might be watching me, I know that this is just a part of me breaking out of my comfort zone. And I know that this is how I'm going to create a new reality for myself. Even though I have all these limiting beliefs around money, around how much I'm able to earn, and if I'll ever be able to earn that much, and sometimes I wonder if I'll ever be able to turn my passion into a full-time business, I deeply and completely love and accept and forgive myself. And I know that my outer reality is just a reflection of what's going on inside. So all that I need to do right now is to choose to feel like that abundant boss that I am right now. All right, you guys. So that was our tapping session. Again, you can go through this as many times as you want if you liked this version, or you can just follow that same template that I gave you and insert, the fears and the feelings that you're going through right now and make it your own. Now, please do me a favor, you guys. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, because that just tells me that you liked this video and you want more videos like this. And you guys, please tell me in the comments if tapping is helpful for you, if you noticed any changes after going through the tapping session, if you were yawning or burping, or you're feeling exhausted, or you notice any big shifts in your mindset. And also let me know in the comments if you want more videos like this. Tell me what kinds of mindset blocks you're having, and I can make specific videos tapping on those different mindset blocks. You guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you love this video. I hope that EFT tapping is as beneficial for you and your mindset and your business as it has been for me. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.